Earlier this month, TECNO Mobile's newest Camon 18 series was made official in the Philippine market. And right now, we managed to get our hands on one of the phones in that lineup, the TECNO Camon 18P. Priced at 10,490 pesos, the Camon 18P boasts a large 6.8-inch LCD screen with a 120Hz refresh rate and 2460 by 1080p resolution. For cameras, it has a 48MP main shooter paired with a 13MP 50mm portrait camera and a 2MP depth sensor, while in front it has the 16MP punch hole selfie cam. Inside, it is powered by the 2.05GHz 12nm MediaTek Helio G96 octa-core processor and Mali-G57 MC2 GPU, as well as an 8GB RAM, 128GB storage, and a 5000 mAh battery with a USB-C 33W flash charge. As the middle phone in the Camon 18 trio, we think that the 18P is somewhat special in a way that it has a mixture of specs from the two other phones. It has the large size of the regular Camon 18 and the powerful processor and GPU of the 18 Premier. But what does the Camon 18P have that makes it unique from the other two? Let's find out. This is Julie of GIZGUIDEPH and this is the unboxing and review of the TECNO Camon 18P. If you'd like to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Unboxing and accessories. The smartphone comes in a light silver box with the device name printed on top along with the TECNO branding. Inside, we have the TECNO Camon 18P, and underneath, it includes a free clear case, paper documentation, SIM ejector tool, 33W power brick, USB-A to USB-C cable, and earphones. It is nice for TECNO to have earphones included in their package, as it is now an uncommon sight to see, especially with phones at this price point. Build quality and design. For the materials used, the Camon 18P has a polycarbonate back and frame, while in front, TECNO has not mentioned any glass protection, but it already has a pre-installed screen protector. For its design, well, it looks premium with its combination of matte and glossy finish on its back, as well as the sides. The unit that we have is in dusk gray color, but as you can see, it also has some shades of blue. Aside from this color, it is also available in iris purple and ceramic white. The back also features the glass-like rectangular 48MP triple camera bump and the TECNO branding below. In front, it features a large 6.8-inch LCD screen with slim bezels on all sides and a center punch hole for the 16MP selfie cam. On top, it is smooth looking, while on the bottom we have a 3.5mm audio jack, mic hole, USB-C port, and a speaker grill. On the left, it has the side-by-side nano SIM card tray with a micro SD card slot at the back. We can already tell that this is meant to last long with its metal build, and it also has a rubber gasket for additional protection. Lastly, on the right, we have the volume rocker and the fingerprint scanner that doubles as a power button. The phone measures 168.86 by 76.67 by 8.77mm, and while we don't have the numbers for its actual weight, we can say that it's relatively heavy and a bit difficult to navigate with one hand. And although the matte and glossy combo look classy, it is also a major smudge magnet and a bit slippery to hold, so we suggest putting on the free clear case. Multimedia experience. The Camon 18P has a large 6.8-inch LCD screen with a 120Hz refresh rate and 2460 by 1080p resolution. Due to its large display, we can have an immersive viewing experience both in video streaming and in gaming. Images produced have a good color and good detail, and viewing angles are not bad too. And we appreciate the 120Hz as there are only a few phones with that feature at this price point. You can manually switch to 60Hz or opt for an auto switch refresh rate, so you can save battery life when you don't need the 120Hz. The screen is good and readable even outdoors with its peak brightness of 550 nits. On the display settings, you can choose to turn on the dark theme, have an adaptive brightness, and enable eye care among others. For audio, the down-firing speaker produces a full and clear sound even at 80% volume, but don't expect too much bass. Using earphones, the sound is still good and pleasing, with a noticeable distortion even at maximum volume. For voice quality, the microphone gave us clear-sounding calls and voice recordings even up to a meter away from the phone. Cameras. For cameras, it uses a 48MP main shooter paired with a 13MP 50mm portrait camera and a 2MP depth sensor. The stock camera app offers a variety of modes including film, video, AI cam, beauty, portrait, super night, and other modes as shown on screen. The downside is that the device does not have an ultra-wide nor a macro cam, which we would have preferred. It also has a 16MP punch-hole selfie cam that holds the same modes as its rear with the inclusion of wide selfie. Moving on to the camera samples, as you can see, the shots we took in daylight came out with decent sharpness and contrast as well as saturated colors. Using its portrait cam, photos turned out to be impressive with a fairly strong bokeh effect. The edge detection is not perfect though, as it has failed to blur some parts of the photo. Indoor shots came out good as well and managed to produce sharp and detailed images with decent color. Default zoom is set to 1x to 2x, but can manually zoom in up to 30x with an obvious deterioration. Low light shots are good for its price, but using night mode is a hit or miss in our case, as sometimes the photos are too bright. For selfies in daylight, it was able to produce sharp and vibrant photos. The indoor selfie portrait is also decent with the same edge detection issue as its rear. Beauty mode offers a high level of smoothness and enlargement of the eyes, as well as face thinning. Low light selfies have a minimal softness, and night mode selfies are brighter but have more grain. For videos, it has support for 720p with portrait mode, which I think is really fun to use, but the bokeh struggles when you move too much. It also has 1080p with stabilization and 2K as its highest resolution. Selfie videos offer same resolutions as the rear cam. It also has a film mode which you can use to create social media ready videos, which is really cool and very easy to use. Video quality is okay, but we noticed exposure issues as it gets too bright on some parts. Performance. Inside the TECNO CAMON 18P is the 2.05 GHz 12nm MediaTek Helio G96 octa-core processor, Mali-G57 MC2 GPU, 8GB RAM, and 128GB storage. We also tested this device with several benchmark apps like Antutu, PCMARK, and GEEKBENCH, and it got fairly high scores considering its price. In real life, the device is decently fast and responsive, and we did not experience any issues in running multiple apps like Chrome and YouTube on a split screen. The Helio G96 was able to provide a smooth performance in games like League of Legends Wild Rift and Pokemon Unite in their respective default high settings. For demanding games like Genshin Impact, the phone was only able to get lowest settings as default but runs smoothly with minimal frame drops in battle scenes. Thermals will rise while playing but not to an uncomfortable level. For connectivity, the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and 4G LTE connections are stable, while the GPS is accurate and fast to detect the current location. In terms of security, the handset has face recognition and a side-mounted fingerprint scanner, which are both responsive and easy to set up. For battery, CAMON 18P has a 5000 mAh battery with 33 watts flash charge via USB-C. It got 17 hours and 18 minutes on our usual PCMARK battery test, and that is very impressive. In real-life use, we were able to get 12 hours of on-screen time after using the phone for social media, video streaming, and casual gaming. gaming. Its charging time takes about an hour to fill up the battery from 0 to 100 using the 33-watt power brick. For software, the device runs on the latest Android 11 based iOS, and hopefully we can have an Android 12 update sometime in the future. As a first-time user of TECNO's iOS, I admit that at first it was hard to navigate. For example, by swiping down on the top left, you'll see notifications. But if you swipe down on the top right, you'll have the quick settings. There are also a few third-party applications that I prefer not being there, as it pings notifications now and then and it can get a bit annoying. The good thing is that you can uninstall most of them. Pros and cons. Verdict: the TECNO CAMON 18P offers a great package with its 6.8-inch 120Hz display, MediaTek Helio G96 with Mali-G57 MC2 GPU, 8GB RAM with 128GB storage, not to mention it has an impressive camera performance with its 48MP triple camera setup. Images are sharp and detailed but do struggle a bit in terms of brightness and its night mode. For videos, it has a reliable shooting capability. I mean, the Camon 18 series is dubbed Movie Master and we can see why. Although there are still a few points that can be improved, like its exposure and bokeh effect in videos. Ang only gripe, it's not 5G. But as they say, you can't have everything, right? Especially at this price range. At the end of the day, the Camon 18P delivers a good performance for its price. And we have no reason not to give this phone a 4.4 out of 5 rating. That's it for the TECNO CAMON 18P. This is Julie of GIZGUIDEPH.com. Stay safe and see you on our next video.